You want me to put that on my todger?
This one's wife. Why the Insta Blitz? Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. I don't follow this one's wife's Instagram, but I do look in on it from time to time to see what she might have posted in order to utilize that material to explain why she's behaving the way that she is vis-a-vis her narcissism. Some time ago, I explained that Instagram would prove to be her undoing, and so far I've been proven correct. But over the last few days, this one's wife has engaged in something of an Instagram blitz. There have been a couple of days where she has posted on her personal account, but there has been at least 4 or 5 days of consecutive postings on her as ever account. I'm not going to bore you going through all of the things that she's posted because naturally there is a common thread. But let's just have a look at some of the things that she has been posting, a sample of them, and then we can examine the issue of the Insta Blitz. Have a look at this. Now, in case you were wondering, that was the music that I added. There were, in the video sections, other types of music which I have removed to avoid any copyright issues. Whilst we're on that point, it's worth making this observation, as I noted in the comments, that a few people were wondering about this one's wife's use of music, suggesting that she couldn't afford the licenses for certain music. The fact is that when you post on Instagram, you have access to a wide range of music that you can add to your posts and to your videos, and you don't have to pay anything for it. Clearly, there must be some kind of licensing arrangement between Instagram and these artists to allow the use of the music, or perhaps it's done gratis because it's seen as a promotional tool for the artist. I, in the past, have posted items and videos on Instagram and have combined them with music from other people, and I had no copyright issue, nor was there an issue of affecting payment. However, when you take an excerpt from Instagram and put it on YouTube, you can run into copyright issues as a consequence of the use of the music on YouTube. Different licensing arrangements obviously apply. Accordingly, this one's wife doesn't have to pay anything for the music that she uses on Instagram. I thought it'd be worthwhile explaining that. Now, as you have seen, this one's wife has been plastering her Instagram with various pictures of food items. The fucking flour sprinkles appear rather ubiquitous. She seems to have something of an obsession with the dried gerbil food. I would imagine that she thought that she could cause the flour sprinkles to go viral resulting in mass sales of them. Thus, she keeps mentioning them, using them, and putting up posts that show their use also. We have a variety of foodstuffs, which of course, some of which is linked to her as ever range, and the suggestion is that these are items that have either been sent to her or that she has located across Instagram, where as ever has been tagged, and she has therefore created a video showing some of these off. But what is it with her? Keep going back to Instagram and this recent blitz of 4 or 5 days worth of continuous posts, all very similar, namely, here's some food, here's some more food, here's some food set to some jaunty music, here's some flower sprinkles set to jaunty music. What it tells us, she has little else to do. We know that she's lazy. She has no actual hobbies. She has no actual interests. But what she clearly has is a lot of time on her hands. And the fact that she's able to do this, picking out the various posts from the internet and creating posts on her Instagram, demonstrates that she does have time on her hands. I note there's been some suggestion that not necessarily all of these posts are legitimate, that they might have been created by this one's wife or her staff. It's a possibility, and it's certainly the case that a narcissist such as this one's wife might go to a fabrication to that degree. There's no clear evidence to support that, it's just a possibility. Naturally, the use of this Instagram is to control, but in what way? Well, she wants you to know that she's popular and successful. This is hugely crucial to this one's wife. The delusion of her narcissism tells her that she deserves to be popular, that she deserves to be successful because she is special and she is talented. As you know, certain narcissists are charismatic, are talented, are capable, are brilliant, and thus, even though they can treat people in a very shitty way, they do have something which allows them to be successful. All this one's wife had was the ability to ensnare a dim-witted ginger prince, which has made her infamous. Nevertheless, notwithstanding the evidence, which her narcissism conveniently ignores, she entirely believes that she is special and elevated, that she is perhaps the Queen of Mint, and therefore she wants you, yes, you over there, you in Milton Keynes, and you in Flagstaff, you ought to accept, and you down there in Adelaide as well, you ought to accept that she is special and talented and brilliant. You'd better accept it, because she's going to keep telling you that she's brilliant and popular, because that's why she keeps posting. She has the time, and the inclination is driven by her narcissism. She also does this to pour scorn on any suggestion that she isn't popular and successful. As is often the case with this one's wife and many narcissists, they have to keep telling you what they are because actually they're not those things, but they have to have you convinced because it links to the issue of control. Accordingly, not only does she keep blitzing on Instagram to say, look, see how popular I am, see how brilliant I am, see how many people are purchasing my products, great, aren't I? It's also to say, all of you that suggest that I'm not popular, look at this. All of you that say that I'm a rubbish businesswoman, well, look at this. I am selling flower sprinkles. I am a titan of business. Of course, a handful of posts which may be manufactured or may be genuine doesn't turn you into a captain of industry. But in the mind of this one's wife, it serves as sufficient to nullify, subconsciously, the threats to control that exist. Naturally, this Instagram blitz is designed to draw fuel for her by getting people to comment. It also is part of the creation of a residual benefit. As I have explained to you previously, this is a Potemkin brand with no real proper logistics, no proper infrastructure, no real proper thought that's having gone into the way that it has been created. What she wants, as is invariably the case with everything that she does, is the maximum return for the minimum of effort. What she wants is for someone to come along and go, wow, you're really popular and special, aren't you? You've got a brand, have you, as ever. What is it that you sell? Honey. Spread. Ooh, flour sprinkles. Tea. Cookie mix. Crepe mix. Wow, that's brilliant. And people, you sell out regularly, do you? Gosh, aren't you talented? I tell you what, have $200 million for it. This Insta Blitz is to try and generate the appearance of success for the purposes of securing the residual benefit of gaining a sale of this Potemkin business. Once again, the dim-witted narcissist fails to recognize that anybody that has that level of money to spend will engage in due diligence. Indeed, it would never get as far as that, because they would look at it and say, it doesn't have a track record. It hasn't been in existence for long enough. It hasn't posted any accounts. All it is the plaything of a woman on the internet. Why on earth would I buy that? Indeed, those that would be interested in making a purchase probably don't even know it exists. And if it were brought to their attention, they would swat it away. This is just a housewife playing on the internet. There's no substance to it. But that's not going to stop this one's wife believing that she can sell it, because she's deluded. Accordingly, you get the Insta Blitz showing a range of rather mediocre creations and the ubiquitous flour sprinkles, and it's all done because she wants you to understand that she's popular and successful, because that links to control. She wants you to respond and tell her how wonderful she is and what a great achiever she is, because that provides her with fuel. And she wants to generate this aura of success in the expectation of money coming her way with an offer for her Potemkin brand. Once again, the reasons for the Instagram Blitz are linked to her narcissism. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.